You just used it a few days ago. You know that's.
No,
I've played a lot and DM'd a lot.
I think it's one of those. I think it's one of those spells that's tremendously underrated. And if you hit it on anything, and the more powerful it is, the worse slow is for it.
Well,
yeah, exactly. Like it's such a scalable spell, right? Like even if you cast it on something that's like just like hold person, even if you cast it at something like the TR-15, it's still if he fails to save, it's still like tremendously good.
And not to mention that a lot of the creatures that are powerful because they allow multiple attacks.
Yeah.
And limiting them to one is beautiful.
Yeah.
But I also think levitate is a very good thing for legions as well.
Yes, the use of it was
pretty incredible how little monsters actually have effective range. Like honestly, most things in the monster menus and such are very basic, just hitting machines that have hit points. Like it's not. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so, I was DMing and one of my players started creatively using levitate, and so I myself have learned to adopt some of the similar tactics.
All right. So where we left off, I see here. Yes, there we go. You guys had just beaten up the horned devil that had come out from a star formed in the ground. It would seem that this particular thing was driven by the card's magic to try and destroy the mephit that belongs to Tinder.
Why didn't it just leave when it killed the mephit? Well, I guess we were murdering it. Well, it's all in the past, right, guys? And no one's to blame. No need to dwell on that.
Part of that, you guys also discovered that the invisible force that has been sort of following you for the past couple of days is in fact a woman sent back from the future. It is in fact none other than the presumed deceased daughter, the Lord of Creepost, one that you did not rescue in time. Somehow, the older version of her has traveled back in time with a very familiar face. Like, of course,
apparently.
Yes, Legis' lovely mask, or at least a form of it. With that, you guys are now having defeated the Horned Beast and, of course, or the Horned Devil, rather, and hearing the galloping of the black sort of assassin person galloping off. You are here now making your decisions for your next move. You head off towards to De Grey. Or do you find some of the means of locating these particular gems? Would you guys like to do?
I have two questions. How long is it going to take us to get back to De Grey?
Oh, you guys are in Creepost. The door is in Creepost, so I mean, less than 10 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, I got cool. My downtime.
How big is the Great Manor?
Oh, you guys have been in it.
What's the square footage?
It's very, very large.
Alright, well, is it more than 1,000 feet in diameter?
From what you can tell, I mean, you haven't really seen the full extent of the inside, so it's really hard to tell just how really massively big it actually is.
Right, but like we've been in town. Like it's not. Is it a massive estate? Is it a decently sized castle, or is it a mansion? Like, is it?
Well, let's say that the outside does not necessarily match the size of the inside.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, you see, my idea is that Kenpachi here. I have heard of a quite useful spell called Locate Object that Kenpachi here can learn.
Kenpachi isn't here though.
But we can use his character for like utility, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, locate object. If it's within 1,000 feet, we can just know where it is.
Okay, well, I think the thing we need to remember is that de Grey's mansion is one of those extra-dimensional places.
But we also know where the door to all of the gems are being kept is.
Yeah. I am...
What time of day is it right now?
Right now it's about mid-afternoon.
Okay, so he's sleeping. So...
We need to make this fast. I want to get there before he wakes up, but before we get there, I need to buy a small box that looks like it could hold jewelry.
Why?
Don't worry.
For the gems?
No. Lee just holds the gems. He's our box for those.
This is our box for those.
She meant it in the nicest possible way.
That is one way to refer to me, yes, I suppose.
He's the smartest and coolest and most badass box I know.
I have a bucket, 2 in fact. Will that do?
Alright guys, hear me out. I need a box. And hopefully if we could, get something nice to go inside of it, that would be a plus. But I was going to cast a glyph of warding on the inside of the box. So, if on the off chance de Grey decides that he's not going to help us, I could give him a present.
Right, but you can't move with warding.
I know, that's the problem.
So I don't think we're going to get... I think the glyph of warding idea is sadly off the table at the moment.
And we've made it clear that I cannot fit inside of Legis?
Yes.
Okay.
I've made it clear that you cannot fit inside of Legis.
Yes.
Alright, never mind. I don't need a box.
I'm 6 foot tall and weigh about 150 pounds. I'm not. I am not. I believe the common parlance is thick.
I'm only half as tall.
Quite compact.
But I'm rather. I am of sleek design. I think it's probably
fat. And she's on my toes.
No, I'm just saying that I'm not designed in order to fit you.
It's fair. You're designed to carry beautiful gems, not beautiful women. I understand.
I'm glad we got that straight. Right. Look, the next time I see de Grey, we're going to be having a conversation about getting the gems back. If we can't find the gem, we know whether the other 3 gems are, because we handed them over. We know that there's one more gem. Or is there 1 or 2 more gems, Randy? Is it 1 or 2?
Let's see, how many do you guys?
We've got
that?
1. And Gray has got 3, I think.
Let's see here. Gray has 2.
Has he only got 2?
No, sorry. No, that's right. He's got. Yeah, he just has the 2.
Oh, actually, I don't need to go shopping. I just need to pick up either a jeweled horn. Actually, no, I need a glass eye.
Okay, well we'll go into town and go shopping for...
I would love to know what your plan is.
Yeah, like,
okay,
oh my God.
I need a box. No, that's not going to work. Okay, hold on. I got it. Now I need a jeweled... No, wait, a glass eye. Wait, what? What?
I have to say, my brain pattern right now is a little bit more in line with SQ than I'd like to admit.
Okay, if we don't have that, we'll take a bundle of hay, and if not that, some mushrooms, and if not, possibly 2 cows.
Tinder, I need to borrow some of the money you took from me back.
I'll have money if you need it.
100 gold.
You heard the robot man? He has money.
And SQ's just gonna hold a hand out to Legis.
How much do you need? You need 100 gold.
100.
I'll give her 10 platinum pieces.
Thank you.
Money, please. Can I have 10 platinum pieces too, leeches?
No, because you'll just spend them on 3 glasses of water and a nut.
What if I shape change into SQ? Can I have it then?
No. You have money. She needs money, you've got money.
But capitalism. Anyway, yeah. I suppose we'll buy, like, we go help SQ better weird ass items. One glass eye, please.
A glass eye here in Creephouse. Fairly, it's one of those oddball things, but not every store seems to have it, but some of the small specialty shops carry a few of them.
Okay, I mean, if we were having trouble, I could also just, like, roll perception. If we happen across, you know, some poor person in the street with a glass eye, I'm sure they would appreciate 100 gold.
There, that eye that you're not using to see out of.
Exactly.
I may purchase.
You don't need it.
Shall purchase that eye.
Why don't we just steal it?
Well, because they would see us coming with the other eye.
Oh.
Yeah, only one. Blind. Only one. One of them was, yeah. It's like the guy with who wears he only has one hand and he wears the watch on the wrist that doesn't have the hand. And the man asked him, "Why do you do that? Why do you wear a wristwatch on the thing that you don't have a hand on?" He goes, "How else would I get it on?"
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh no. That's so corny. I love it.
All right. So you're out venturing around. Easy enough to find the glass eyes. Let's see here. Yeah. Sorry about that. Just typing in like a million things.
Are there different colors of eyes that she can choose from?
No.
She wants a red one.
There's not like a huge like. A bunch of them, and there's not a huge
selection, perhaps.
Selection. There we go. That word like completely escaped me, but I will /R1 D2. We'll say 1 is yes, you will find a red, or 2, no, you do not find a red.
Okay.
You do not find a red. Unfortunately, 1. You do find other colors though. Blue, perhaps a bit of amber. One of those hazel eyes, whatever they're called. Yeah.
Yeah, she'll go ahead and take the blue one. That's pretty.
Alright. Oh, I am going all crazy. Ooh, that's interesting to know. I did not know that. Okay. So yeah. So about 100 gold or so for the glass eye. Quite expensive and hard to recreate.
Very carefully going to put it in a pouch so it doesn't get lost or broken.
Okay, fair. You are now the owner of a lovely false eye.
Yeah.
Clairvoyance, by chance?
Smart robot man.
Well, as far as you know, it is a round piece of glass made to look like an eye.
Well, SQ, why the glass eye?
It's for spying.
Oh, it's a component for clairvoyance, right?
Yeah, we're going on a heist.
Right.
We have to know exactly where the gems are so we're not faffing about in the treasure room.
Oh yeah, no, I just forgot. Clairvoyance had material.
Thinking about this, it might be a cunning plan to get the other gem first and then go back for the ones that DeGray's got. We just need to find out where it is.
Oh, so kind of just come back, give him this gem?
No.
Okay. I didn't want to do that.
I know what you could do. I could resummon. Plan. Resummon my method as imp, make him invisible, and then give the gem to the Grey and follow the Grey and see where he takes the gem, because he'll probably put it with the others. Maybe. Idea? No?
I suspect he might have magical defenses against invisibility.
Okay, well, how about the clairvoyance thing? How does clairvoyance work? I have no idea.
I couldn't follow him with clairvoyance. It has to remain in place, but I mean, even if your method was visible, if it's following him around, he can't really kill it for no reason, right? He wouldn't. He hasn't done anything like that so far, so you could just... He would think it's cute and funny that we're trying to spy on him. But really,
no, I don't think he would.
What if just try and pull back that, the thing that tried to eat it the first time?
Okay, look, I'm gonna...
Is there spying on me? That is so cute.
Yeah, I'm gonna
assumes that everyone feels the same way about her as they do everyone around her.
Look, I'm going to put it out there that if he thinks that we're spying on him, he's going to get very angry very quickly. Which is
okay. How about this? It says in clairvoyance that but what if we place it on top of the Grey's head?
And
then it will follow the Grey around because it'll stay atop his head.
I don't. You know, I really like my spell slots, and I don't want to waste one on your stupid idea. I'm so sorry.
Well, damn.
I like how you're the one that says that. It's like, wait a minute, no, that idea is never going to work. Now, go
That's
get my
stupid.
cake eye, some honey, and a bear trap immediately.
Oh, God.
Look, I think the plan is... We could tell him we had a little difficulty getting the gem, but we are in the process of acquiring it. Whilst we're in the process of acquiring the other one, let's go and get let's go and get the last one, and then get the blue one or something like that. I mean, he doesn't know it's inside me at the moment.
I mean, as long as he, doesn't see through our lie. And SQ is heavily winking. It looks like she might have something in her eye. I know there might be one really good buyer here, though.
Okay.
Sorry.
Right. How confident... No, let me rephrase that. How confident am I in your ability to do this? Because you're going to say yes.
That's a better question.
Well, potentially, you've got silver words, which means what bonus do you get for your persuasion check at the moment?
It's my charisma, persuasion, +4.
And deception?
+4.
Okay.
What expertise? Anything? What the fuck?
Well, also, to be clear, I also have, oh god, so Silver Tongue, yeah, I can't get anything below a 10 for persuasion or deception. So it's automatically 14 or more.
What did you pick your expertise in?
College of Eloquence, motherfucker.
Of eloquence, motherfucker. Eloquent as shit.
Fucking eloquent. Yeah, it doesn't make sense for this character, but it makes sense for me.
Yeah, do you... you get Jack of all trades as a bonus, so basically half your proficiency bonus rounded down is added to your thing. So what's your charisma? 16?
17.
17. So yes, it's +3. Okay, so that works. What did you put your expertise in?
That's just what I asked.
Expertise.
because you've got 2 skills you can double your proficiency bonus in as a bard.
How do I tell where I put my expertise in?
No worries.
Because it'll have a little tick next to it.
It'll say I have like a weird check next to it as opposed to a normal check.
In the comp section of the character sheet, you can assign them to be expertise.
So let me see here. You've got
That's also
insight.
where you can check aspectful grades.
Have animal handling, insight, perception, and performance.
Right, but which of those 4 is expertise? Also, a bard should get more than those.
All of them.
All 4.
It's all of them.
Oh!
And that's what I just said.
Weird
Yeah.
skills for expertise.
The ones that I mentioned are the ones in expertise, yeah.
It's SQ, man. I went with the character, not so much like this will be good for fighting. No, this is just SQ.
No, yeah. I like it when people
fair enough.
stuff to
Completely fair enough. Okay.
You should see my proficiency, my proficiencies.
Right.
I feel like you have a dictionary full of them at this point.
Literally.
So currently right now, hanging outside, just outside of the town's sort of edge, we're about 10 minutes from, outside of Creep Post. It'll take about another 10 minutes to sort of get in, find De Grey's Manor. So grand total about 15-20 minutes until you reach De Grey. Yes.
Has it been like a day or longer for it to have a long rest since you fought the demon?
No, it has been maybe 30 minutes.
Okay, in which case, what I suggest we do is go and find an inn for the night, stay over at the inn, and then we'll go and see De Grey the next night. That will give us a chance to rest up, prepare, do whatever shopping we want to do in town, etc., etc., get ourselves sorted, and then go and see him at the earliest. I think that we should go and find an inn and stay overnight somewhere. There's a couple of places in town that we know.
There is the toadstool there.
Yeah.
You guys will be able to find a lovely rest inn. All right.
Yeah, we're going to head for the toadstool and see if we can rent a couple of rooms.
All right. Toadstool is that one there, I believe. Oh, it is. All right. So let me just get your peeps where they need to be. All right. So it takes about 10-15 minutes to sort of actually get into the area of Creep Post. But once you do, the streets are very familiar for you, and it doesn't take you long to pull up the cart up to the Toadstool Inn. Right. And of course, you see the very familiar face of the dwarven woman who remembers you guys as well, for the most part. I'll remember your faces.
I'll wave at her and say, excuse me, I was wondering whether or not you've got a couple of rooms for rent for the night.
Hey, Chris.
Okay.
What are you looking for?
That was just a double tap on accident.
Another
two rooms should be great. There are going to be 5 of us.
Oh. In that case, each room's going to be about $1 gold each, so 2 gold, please, per night.
That's 2 gold per night. That's right. Okay, I got it.
Oh, more than one of you staying in the rooms, isn't it?
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry. I assume a meal is thrown in for the rest of them. I won't be needing anything.
Get some porridge in the morning for sure, yeah?
Excellent.
Can you put cinnamon in mine?
Oh.
Okay.
And it just goes back to, writing in her ledger.
Same 2 rooms as before?
Right, yeah, stay at the hallway. Know where you're going. Okay. And she drops a couple of keys from underneath the bag and puts them on the table.
Okay, well, I'll take one of the keys and I'll hand the other key over to Kurosi and say, you're welcome to... I've rented a room for you guys. I'm going to be taking one. I assume that SQ and her animals will be joining me. There's a meal thrown in. Have a good evening.
All right.
I suggest that we meet down in the bar in a couple of hours to discuss options moving forward, and that will give you guys a chance to go off and do any shopping you want to do.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so in the town, excuse me, of Creepost, you guys have purchased your rooms for tonight. It is still about mid-afternoon, sort of. For the time being, you guys, if there's anything that you guys would like to look for, shop around, keeping in mind that this particular place in Creepost isn't exactly as well traded as Vorin to the north, but you can still find a few things here.
I suppose we just head to the Grey and get it over with. I mean, we've been discussing it for a few weeks now, basically.
People want to have a long rest to get spell slots and that sort of thing back, mate.
Yeah, no, sure, but like in the morning.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, unless you guys need to go shopping, SQ already has her glass eye. She's gonna like starfish on the bed with her animals and just like snore for 8 hours.
Okay. Alright, if there's nothing else anyone else wants to do, you guys can head back to the Toadstool there as well and fall asleep for the time being. Guys, will wake up, of course, somewhere in the really early morning, like say 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and make your way off to the Warlock Toad, the pub, as it were.
Okay. Well, I just wanted making sure that everybody's had a long rest, I think. And then
so make sure everybody's had the long rest. Bring your stuff back up, spell slots, health points, all that jazz. Bring that all back up. As you guys are making your way, and you guys all sort of meet up on the outside of the Warlock Toad.
All right.
Okay. Do we want to go and see the Grey, or do we want to go and try and find another way of finding this final gem?
Well, I mean, we can ask
the Grey
where to find it, right?
Yeah, the Grey will be the easiest.
We just need to convince him that we haven't quite found the other one yet.
Okay.
Let's just go to him. I mean,
let's try that.
And SQ also is going like Lonnie and Tom Tom are already dressed in their robber outfits that she made.
Fair.
They look shoddy but ready for robbery.
Right. Right. As you guys venture and make your way off to the Grey's house, of course it is 1 o'clock in the morning. The sun's not quite out yet, so the likelihood of him being alert is pretty likely. As you guys approach, you are about maybe 50, 60 feet from the front entrance. Would you guys like to do? Are you guys just going to walk in, or are you guys going to try something?
I will put on my ring of posterity.
Okay. And for bookkeeping, I've got Gift of Alacrity and Mage Armor up.
Fair. All right.
I think SQ is going to... Who's going to be the last through the door? Because she's going to hide behind that person. Since the door to the treasure room is like right inside the entrance, she's going to hide behind them and try to cast clairvoyance right inside of the treasure room door while she's hidden.
Okay. All right. So we've got SQ somewhere in the back. Let's get out of this. Kurosi, I assume you're somewhere near the front with your tankiness.
Yeah.
And I assume Edith Tinder somewhere in the middle there.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. As you guys enter into the large opening of the door, everything in and around kind of seems normal. Yes, of course. As you look over, get this up here for you. There we go.
Oh, sure, I just realized something.
As you guys look over to the very familiar spot of where you should be Monsieur de Grey, you do not. Guards all around seem almost a passive state. If they know you're there, they just don't care.
I'll go to the guard and ask him, do you know where the Grey might be at this time?
Cries out.
Out where?
Not really much of your business now, is it?
Oh, come on, we just got back from an important mission.
We work for him. We need to talk to him. What are you talking about? Of course it's our business.
Right. You see him sort of shrug a little bit as he's looking back every now and then at you guys as he's making his way off to what you remember be a large sort of dining area. As the door creaks open for a moment. Roll a perception check, guys.
Alright.
Arabara. As the door creaks open, and the town's guard, known as Town's Guard, is making his way inside. Okay. Ooh, we got. Oh, okay. Ooh, not good.
Legis.
It's pretty much standard for Legis at this moment. Right.
He's becoming a kind of slightly absent-minded professor type.
Indeed, yes.
Somewhat oblivious to what's going on around him.
At some point, he's just gonna start calling everyone Marty, Marty.
That's right.
Yeah. Tell
you something, Marty.
Just in case.
Right.
So that my possession will be a 21 class of genius.
All right. So with 21s on Othen, so the 12, you kind of hear this almost like a muffled version of it. Like you are just completely zoned out at this moment. But both SQ and Kurosi, you both hear as the door's creaking over. You hear what seems to be like shuffling about inside of the room there. Then you hear sort of what sounds like struggling, like grunts, so like people like that sort of noise.
Mm-hmm.
Then door closes.
SQ's gonna tug on part of Legis's cloak and be like, there were people. I think they're wrestling in there.
Minutes later, door creaks back open again. Only this time the town's guard is careful to sort of open, slide out, close the door behind him. Gray will be with you in just a few moments. Please make yourself comfortable.
Hmm.
I want to ask one of the guards, hey, like, what's this job like? Does the Grey pay you well?
SQ's gonna push Legis in his metal butt, go and stand next to him. I'm hiding behind you.
All right.
Okay.
Tinder, as you go up and try to make conversation, they are like the Queen's guards. They're staring straight forward and, just trying not to pay attention to you, trying to make it like nothing. Poker face.
Wow, that's some intense commitment there. You okay? Does he make you do this? It was kind of weird.
Again, no response. Staring on forward.
Does it seem like he's magically paralyzed, or is he just being a Queen's guard?
It's hard to tell, right? I mean, magical paralysis and being standing on guard, trying not to blink. It looks very similar.
I'm gonna see if he blinks.
Okay. Roll a perception check as you're trying to see if this guy's blinking. After a few moments, you hear the doors flash open. Inside, you hear nothing. None of the muffles, none of the shifting around, nothing. So Ray comes out. I'm sorry, Tinder. Yeah, you don't. You try to catch them blinking, you try to look at them, and you swear like you're blinking at the exact moment they're blinking, so you always seem to miss it.
Oh, God. So really quick question before we go any. So SQ's been hiding kind of behind Legis, so she's not seen because he's bigger than her. But I just realized clairvoyance has a range of 1 mile, so they don't even have to really be near the door.
No.
So how long has it been since the guard said it'll be a few minutes?
Maybe about 40 seconds.
Damn it.
Really not that long.
Well, oh god.
As the way it's coming out, I'd like to try to look past him through the door to see if I notice anything behind him.
Okay. As you peer into the room, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Mr. Gray enters out, and you try to peer past him. With a 16, you feel this overwhelming urge to just look away. For some reason, the more you want to look into this room, the more your eyes seem to push almost around inside of your head, forcing you not to look in the direction. You fight against the urge as hard as you can, and for a brief moment you see past to Gray, the room looking like it's somehow shifting and wobbling behind you. Gets to the point where it starts burning your eyes, and close them. Open them again, only to see the door has closed behind Gray. Gray emerges. Oddly enough, for the first time you've seen him like this, completely shirtless, wearing his lovely red sort of scarlet pants. As he makes his way over, one of the guards hands him off his very familiar looking sort of poofy shirt, and as he's slowly placing it on, he walks over to his very familiar perch by the fire. Oh, it would seem that you were quite successful.
Can I ask you a couple of questions?
Yes, of course. First, let's take care of some business. As promised, your wages for retrieving this gem. And he reaches out his hand towards you, Legis. Exchange for the gem.
Yeah, about that. Let me ask a couple of questions first.
You go on. You see De Grey kind of scans the room around, looking what seems to be looking at each one of his guards, kind of as you begin to explain what you're talking about.
Before we met previously, the first time round, did you know who I was?
I know who you were. Of course not. It would be absurd.
Not necessarily. Did you know that I was designed for a specific purpose, although that has subsequently changed?
Oh. What purpose would that be?
Before Legis can answer, SQ, hiding under his cloak, is going to hug him around the leg and cast Enhance Ability and give him evil splendor so he has advantage on charisma checks.
You don't go concentration?
Yeah, it's concentration, but she's currently hidden and no one sees her. So.
You're going to casting Clairvoyance?
Oh, no, I didn't do it yet.
Yeah, she hasn't cast it yet.
Oh, okay.
Her plan was to get close to the door, but then she realized it's a mile.
And I didn't know when De Grey was coming back.
Mm-hmm. I was designed a very long time ago to be something called the Vessel.
Well then.
Have you heard of the Vessel before?
Do you know of the Vessel?
Yes, I do.
What do you know of it?
The Vessel was created to be the rightful housing and protector of the gems from the pendant. That way, they would never fall into the wrong hands, those being that of the Black Mage.
Indeed. Didn't want that to happen now, would we?
Absolutely not.
So, I answered your questions.
That rather changes the dynamic of our relationship, because in order for me to stop the Black Mage, I'm going to need those gems at least for a while. Now, once this is all over and done with, I'm more than happy to return them. I've got no interest in keeping them. But I do have to stop this Black Mage.
It would seem that both of our paths are side by side for the most part. You see, I too am in possession of what you call the Vessel.
You have possession of one of me.
If it only were that simple. No. See, I've spent my time building this. And he shows you a sort of pentagram. Oh, not pentagram. Pentagon is the word I was looking for. A pentagonal shape. That sort of looks like all the pieces of the gems sort of fit into it. It's about roughly about the size of a fist. Not much bigger than that. And each gem seems to sort of fit into it, forming somewhat of a star shape. It reveals this across his neck as he lifts it up over. You see, I, too, in possession of these vessels. As you can tell, they are very functional.
That's not a vessel. That is a placeholder.
And yet... And he reaches his hand towards the flame of the fire pit. And just at that moment, you see the sort of the bottom of the necklace start to glow red.
Mm-hmm.
See...
I'm sure you can manipulate its. I'm sure you can manipulate its power. That's not what I meant. The vessel was designed to be sentient. It was designed to make decisions. Your pendant can't do that.
Yes, I can.
Yes, exactly. Which is why I said it's a placeholder. You don't have a vessel. You have a placeholder.
Oh.
This vessel isn't making the decisions. You are. And that's not how it was designed to be.
See, I require this.
Why?
Not only defeat Black Mage, you see, Heltex has taken something from me. It's taken it a long time ago, and I've spent many years running away. Get it back.
Okay.
So, my friend,
I have no problem with helping you do that.
My friend, I tell you this now. I have wealth beyond measure. I have no problem paying you for your services. Don't let that be a mistake. Allowing yourselves in my way.
I'm not. I'm simply telling you there's a better way to achieve it.
I require the gems.
No, you want the
You're
gems.
not wanting to give me those gems.
It's not that I don't want to, and it's not that I'm not happy to once I've fulfilled my purpose. My purpose is to destroy that black mage.
Oh, mine goes beyond.
Well, absolutely, I'm more than happy for him for you to get back whatever you've lost, and I'll happily turn the gems over to you when I'm done.
Well, you're not here to relinquish your gem. I am not here to relinquish mine. It seems business is concluded for today.
I was really hoping you would work with me here.
I'm sure you can all see yourselves out. He gets up in a rather huff and begins just storming off back into the dining area.
Before he was with Kuroshi would like to walk up to him and just like lightly pat probably calmly pat her on the shoulder. While doing so, he tries to like take the necklace from him.
Okay. You want to try and take the necklace from him as he's coming by? Give me a sleight of hand check in front of all of these guards.
Oh my god. We could have gone to bed, you guys. We could have gone to bed.
And and I'm going to get help from my Minnie. So I'll get revenge on that.
He could be used as a distraction, sure.
All right.
Come on, natural 20.
Yeah.
We need it.
SQ is like covertly telling
But
me.
then-
Oh, that's not good enough.
Oh god.
Wait.
Let's see it.
I'm not done yet.
Is there any chance of...
As we had a long rest.
Was there any chance of an inspiration?
and then Flash of Genius. So all in all, that'd be a 24. No, wait, 25.
25.
Okay. It is the most important thing, Monsieur de Grey. It's almost impossible to have to just remove this as you're passing by, especially right from the neck of Monsieur de Grey. Yet, as you pass by, with the added distraction of Minnie Lee, a quick bump into him knocks the clasp loose and into your hand. You do your best to quickly tuck it away. But even though you have it on you and have taken it successfully, it is of course only a matter of time until it is discovered. So Monsieur de Grey enters back into the thing. You guys now have this stolen necklace along with the 2 gems.
Oh my god.
And
Or
then,
inserted into it.
Well, is
Oh shit! Really? Run! Let's run!
well, wait, also isn't
yeah,
No.
calmly say, I got the
the
gem.
other 2
We should
gems that
leave.
we already gave to him in that vessel?
Yep.
Okay.
Time to leave.
Let's get give it to me. I can go into extra space.
Give it to Legis and let him stuff it inside his body.
Not right now. Just
Yeah, we should
Sorry,
get out
I
first.
think I clicked on
We should get
something.
out first.
So that
yeah,
is
it's
the 2 gems.
Aha!
And
Oh my god.
show keys. This crafty bastard here. He's looking weird. Yeah, it's there. That's the that is the vessel itself.
Yeah, okay. I got all 3 of them. Now we should leave.
Yes, agreed.
Yep.
So yeah,
Run!
you guys have all 4
or
gems.
something.
You have you have 4 gems, and you have the vessel that they all sort of go into, and you also have leeches.
Run!
You guys, you're just gonna start running?
We calmly walk out the door.
Yeah,
we
very
calmly-
calmly, like super casually.
calmly. Yeah.
Does Carusi even show us that he has it?
Oh yeah, I open my pocket and just show like the shiny you know.
Yeah, okay.
He's like gangster flashing a gun at us type of thing.
We leave fast.
All right. As you guys make your way out of the fuck up, okay? All right, fair.
I cannot tell you guys how much I was sweating throughout that whole thing.
As you guys are making your way out, at first you guys kind of do that thing like nod at each other and like kind of first slowly walk to the entrance, and then each step you just get a little bit more faster and a bit faster, and before you know it, you're out the door and you're pushing it open, and all of you guys are just bolting right out to the front door in the lovely creep post. You guys are basically like hopping and bashing into many of the patrons and the people around. As you guys are beginning to run down the lovely road that is in front of the toadstool, the toadstool. You guys pass by. No, you guys pass by a few guards who just kind of don't seem to pay you any mind. You're just a bunch of people that seem to be running. Like you can kind of almost hear them like, "I'm not getting paid enough gold for that." As you guys are making your way out, now you guys going to try and leave, get outside the gates of Cray Post, or are you guys going to try and hide within the city?
Get
I think we should get out through the gates of Great Post.
We have to
Yeah,
leave.
We get out the gate.
We have to go now.
All right.
Well, there is one problem with this plan. We don't know where the last gem is. And I can't think of any way to find out.
Wait a second. Okay, wait. Quick question. Did DeGray notice that SQ wasn't with them?
Well, he
Or did he realize that she was like hiding under Legis's coat?
Yeah, you weren't very stealthy the whole time, so he kind of did see you. He just didn't care.
I can
He
be
just
back.
figured,
No.
yeah, this is just classic SQ, doing a thing. Right, so as you guys are running out, passing a couple of the guards, you guys are now heading out towards the outside sort of stone wall of Cree Post. As you guys are making up your way to the palace side walls, a couple of the guards standing post see you guys running and don't care. They see you running and they don't give a shit because you're running away from them and out of their city and out of their town.
I don't think we're running. I think we're kind of moving swiftly, but we're not.
Like,
At this moment now, you guys are kind of like, okay, don't run if we're not being chased. Keep a good pace.
But like our hips
keep
have
moving.
that swing of like a very clear power walk.
Nice, that's right.
Except Legis, he's just very stiff.
All right. So, as you guys are making your way... I think I do have a stealth thing. Yeah. There we go. As you guys are making your way outside of the Cree Post border and seemingly made your way out the grasp of the Grey... still no. And that guy as well. D20... fuck up. You guys are almost getting away scot-free here. We got one more roll to make for him. Okay, so as you guys are basically running out and you guys are briskly walking, you're passing by people. They don't seem to notice that you're doing anything, too out of the way. In fact, as you're passing one of the people, they're coming in on a cart, coming into Cree Post, and as they see you all, this is going to be the guy with the natural one. In fact, they don't see you at all to the point where one of the horses is actually starting to veer off in heading into your direction and may bump into you. At the last second, they kind of see you and they, sorry, yes, and they toddle off. Okay, 13. With a 13, however, as you guys you're out there, you're about maybe 50, 60 feet away from the outside border, and you're kind of taking a moment to, catch your breath and kind of come up with a plan. And it's at this moment you hear... Don't think you'll be rid of me that easy. As you hear it sort of echoing around, bouncing around in all of your brains.
SQ is going to punch herself in the head.
Okay.
Just impulsively.
As you do so, you hear a bit of a chuckle inside of your head, as if Grey is kind of laughing. At this moment, once again, you hear, all of you guys hear, almost like it's echoing and bouncing around in your head. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll find you. When we do, get those gems back. And get back what I want. Until then, I'd be very careful if I were you.
Fuck you!
SQ's making fart noises in her brain.
No. I understand that you're upset. It's for the greater good. I'm sure you'll understand. And by the way, I'll make sure that you get back whatever it is that you lost.
It's all for your sake that these little gems got stolen.
Excuse me. Let's not piss off the extremely powerful and very rich vampire any more than we absolutely have to, shall we?
Stealing the most important thing around from his neck.
Just like 30 seconds of raspberries in SQ's brain.
All right, there. Right, so as you guys are making your way out, you do indeed have all the pieces, at least all the sort of elemental things that you think are needed. Put this to work. Oh, hold on.
Oh,
We still have one. What are you talking about? There's still...
Legis! Oh my god, when we get to a safe place, can I put the puzzle pieces on you? Can I put them in you?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Yes! You guys heard it. I called dibs.
Okay.
Hold on here. I just got to do something here. Because I realized that...
I think we need to travel a bit, and then I think we need to put up the dome so that we're invisible to people looking for us. Have a little resty, and then make a plan.
Yes.
Because
the dome. Okay. No, I think I still have the dome.
Oh, I have the tiny hut.
That's right.
totally hurt.
I still have it here with the lovely glowing 60s threw up.
Yay.
Alright, so I'm going to put the gems here only because for some reason there were 2 fire ones out. So just want to make sure that all the right ones get put where they need to be.
Okay, so take.
Yeah, because I was going to find all 4 gems. I'm like, wait a minute, no, you guys haven't. So I'm like, look through. I'm like, oh wait, one of you guys has a fire, and the other one has a fire. You guys can't both have fire. They don't exist.
Escu's going to be very clinical and be like, all right, Lucas, I need you to lay down and open your compartments.
I won't need. I'll go down on one knee.
You said I could put them in. This is how I want to do it.
I'll go down on one knee so that I'm at the right height, and I'll open up the chest compartment.
Which one should I put there?
Well, as you push them and hold them open, inside of them, you can, like as it's popped up, you can kind of see almost like a colored sort of bar that's inside of them, sort of indicating what gem should go where. It's very similar to the pattern of the other vessel that DeGray had, with the sort of blue and like the white one on the top, and then the red and the sort of brownish one on the bottom, and then what seems to be almost like a clear one on the top.
Oh my god, Legis, you're so pretty on the inside. And she's gonna start putting them in their correct slots and like pushing them in, and then at one point she's gonna like pull Tom Tom out of one of the slots and put a gem in.
Okay. Yes. As the gems are being placed inside, there is. Oh, I forgot this guy. You should have this guy too. Yeah, you should have. There we go. You should have that one too. Yeah, because he had the fire in the air and you had the blue one.
Yeah.
Okay. So as each one of them is being inside of you, Legis. First, with the blue one already in, the red one is placed in, and as it. Oh, actually, hold on. I've got something for that.
Escu's gonna be like staring at him, like, "How do you feel?" Very creepy. Not good bedside manner at all.
Invigorated.
Oh, what about that one?
As you do, and you place it in, as it closes up, the entirety of your left leg is. Almost, it's like lights are sort of following along little conduits all the way along down along the left leg, and lighting it up in this red sort of fashion.
Oh wow! Okay.
As white one is placed in there, you had it done first on your. It would have been your left arm, so this one is your right arm. As it goes in. That same sort of white light follows down conduits along your arm and ends up going along the back end of your hand, following along the edges of your fingers.
Like circuit patterns?
Yeah. You're pretty lit up. You've got blue on one side, you've got white on the other, and sort of a red orangey glowing off of your left leg.
SQ absolutely says out loud, "This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen."
I I'm going to try to concentrate to pull the energy in so I'm not glowing.
Okay. As you attempt to try and do this, try and pull this energy in, it seems to take an incredible amount of concentration to really keep it in.
Mm-hmm.
At any moment that you find yourself even wavering from that excuse me. There we go. That concentration, even for a minute, you see the lights returning in full force back again.
Right.
Can be done, but it seems to take almost all of your effort. Keep and harness that energy in.
There's no way I'd be able to cast spells or concentrate on spells if I was doing that. Okay, fair enough.
As he starts fading through his concentration, Escu's like, "Oh God, he's dying."
No, I'll drop concentration and start glowing again. No, it's okay. I was just seeing if I could control it in some way.
You're beautiful. You're so bright.
I feel like someone sitting in the middle of no man's land at night, wearing a neon balaclava, smoking an endless series of cigarettes whilst being lit up by a flare, waiting for a sniper to shoot me.
I was gonna say you looked like my birthday weekend. Just lights and pretty, and so lit up. And she's gonna hug him.
Right.
May I have a suggestion?
Yes.
You should not be having like all the rings, all the gems in you at once if you can't really control your light output.
Well, I'm wondering whether or not I'm not wearing any clothes other than a coat and a scarf at the moment. So maybe if I kind of got clothes over me, maybe it would. The glow wouldn't
certainly, it'll certainly dim it down. I mean, if you're in complete darkness, I mean, you'll still be able to see the slight glow underneath your jacket. But
people almost immediately start pulling out like two of her most bright colored dresses, so like bright pastel pink and like a bright pastel green, and she'll rip them into strips and just start wrapping him with them. Like a mummy.
Pretty wild.
Yeah, no, that's not going to attract attention.
No, it won't. He looks wonderful.
I want just like a black, like thieves outfit or something.
Okay.
Escu's resolutely ignoring any and all complaints.
The next town we're in, I'm buying like knee-length black leather boots. I'm got long black or dark trousers, a dark shirt. Oh boy.
But until then, you look so good.
Well, thank you.
I'm very good at clothes making, and then she's gonna like put him in between Lonnie and Tom and be like, guys, look what I've made in the past like 2 weeks. This is great. Oh my god, the collective horror though.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard all of it. It was like 4 of you.
It is coming from the southern part of this lovely hut that you're in, and as you look over, you see a very familiar-shaped, glowing tiefling. Skane.
Oh!
This moment, it's strange because you've never really heard him speak.
I prepared Eldritch Blast.
No! And she's gonna jump in front of him.
It must be the gray, disguise.
It's not. He's mine.
What kind of fucked up boyfriend do you have that speaks like that?
I don't know. I think he might have developed a lisp recently. What's up?
He looks towards you and his hands in almost like the shape of a diamond across his chest. Then suddenly, filling that void is another gem. This one seems to be like swirling sort of brown and ambers mixing around in the center. As the gem comes out, you can see him reaching for it. As he reaches into his sort of tunic, you can see him producing something in his hand. It's small. As he opens it, seems to be like a small stone. Very intricate sort of pattern, and it seems to have like a spiral pattern. As if somehow the rock itself has been eroded into this spiral pattern on the stone. Shows the stone, shows the gem, and then you see them kind of being squished together. And then he slowly vanishes. Right in front of you, SQ.
And SQ has her hands on her hips, and she kind of turns around to the guys. She's like, alright, so either we have to become miners, or
I'm sorry. This is like, hang on, this is on brand for SQ every time. Basically, gives you the answer. You're like, okay, so what you're saying is Monsieur de Grey is really the good guy, and we should team up with this. It's like, what? No. Oh, okay, I get it. We should go out, find a family of bears. And no, has nothing to do with that. So it's all on brand.
So I think we should become miners. Are there any mines around here?
Sorry, SQ, on what basis do you think that we should be taking up the occupation of mining?
Cause
miner! Oh, that's still...
Cause the gem is brown and he showed me a rock. I collect them. Oh, should we look at my rock collection?
That's the location of the rock, and that's where we need to go to find it.
Are you sure? I feel like I know him way better than you guys.
Okay. On the basis of we've discussed some of our party members' bad luck when it comes to thinking, and we've established that I'm the smart one. How about we go with what I think at the moment?
Okay. On a side note, I'm also gonna ask my squirrel, and she's gonna pull the genie bottle out of her backpack and rub it.
Okay, yeah. As you do so, the happy little squirrel pops out, kind of just skitters around, and kind of looks up at you, SQ, and tries its best to pull that pose that you did earlier with like having it all like superhero-y, and tries its best to make it look like that, but it is of course nonetheless a small squirrel. After about running around 2 or 3 times around it kind of plunks back into the bottle.
Well, you know what, Legis? I think you might be right. And
thank you.
The look on her
because
face very clearly, the look on SQ's face though right now very clearly says like, I'm pretty sure we have to become miners though.
I guess we'll go off and do your plan, but I'm pretty sure
eventually you'll see that we need to don some hats with flashlights on them.
All right. So, as you guys are discussing this inside of your lovely hut, somewhat safe for the time being, is there anything you guys would like to do for the time being?
I mean, I'll generate my two daily gallons of mayonnaise.
Okay.
If Lee just decides to meditate at any point, SQ is going to sew him into the beautiful outfit she made him.
Okay.
Can I Misty Step out of something that I don't want to wear?
Well,
Can I Misty Step out of my clothes, basically, is what you're asking.
you could essentially do that, yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
it basically takes you from one space to another. If you were in shackles, you could get out of shackles with Misty Step. If you were in, that, because basically it's teleportation. Right?
Yeah.
So.
Okay, in which case I'll let it happen because I can always get out of it if I have to. Okay, I'm going to say, look, I think I need to meditate, and I think I need to power down and ponder what's going on.
Right. So, as you guys are all talking amongst yourselves, content with the fact that you have 3 of 4 gems, but what's interesting enough is both on both on the vessel that De Grey owned and the one that you are, Legis, both of them seems to have slots 5 gems.
Oh, okay.
That can mean anything. All right. Where was I? I was in Teams and doing this one. All right. Few hours sort of go by as you guys are hanging in the hut that the 60s forgot. You somewhat become a bit fully well-rested, but keep in mind you are in a magical hut not too far away from reaches of a very, as you would say, powerful vampire who's rich.
If I have to beat off, well, let me rephrase that. If I have to,
Go on.
if I have to discourage some of the guards, then I'll do that. But I'd prefer not to have to kill anybody if I don't have to. But if they press the matter, I will have to spank them.
Sure. It also seems that perhaps Monsieur de Grey is the type of person that wouldn't use the guards to find you. But nonetheless, there's plenty more for you guys to be done, to be had. Let me see. Let me take a look at something here. Let's see here. Right, well, that didn't work out very well. You guys still have trying to find the location of one other gem that you believe to be out there. There's also the odd mirror child that seems to be the side of Crow Sea that oddly hasn't really popped up.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say the mirror child?
Oh, did you not forget? Did you guys forget about that guy?
I didn't forget about the mirror child. Neither did SQ. I'm just asking, you're saying mirror child's here in my fucking bubble?
It has been inside of Crew OC for quite some time.
But now we're actually seeing it?
Well, no, it's not physically here. You just know that it is, your friend has absorbed it. Yet, it's been rather quiet for the last few months. So, we found that guy. You were seeking out the old flower merchant who you didn't, that was in Kripos, so you guys probably don't want to go back and do that.
And that's one thing I like to do, research flowers. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, I still have I still have 2 dried flowers in my bag.
I do try to keep everything that you guys plan on doing. I try to keep it in the current tasks in the journal and campaign notes. I try to keep it in there. Just so because
man, Randy, we are very bad at planning things sometimes.
So anyway, nonetheless, so those are those things that you guys can do. There's also, plenty of other things that you can try and do. Of perhaps trying to locate the Azam Temple, or try and locate this particular stone that might lead you to another gem. Who knows? Anything you guys would like to do?
Yeah, I would definitely like flowers.
One more time. I don't know if it was just me, but it was like I felt like it was going in and out there. Sorry.
I would like to investigate these flowers that we had acquired from the child missing thing.
Sure. And what would you like to investigate them? Like just sort of what they do, what they're made out of, kind of thing, or?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Wants to help, but she's gonna eat one.
Okay. You sit there and you're kind of watching. Accuracy kind of, grinding the flowers, preparing them, and yours is just in your hand, and every now and then you just kind of absentmindedly just start chewing on it and just kind of go back to what he's doing.
Sort of thing, like it's something to do. Oral fixation.
Okay, all right, okay. So, Crucy, give me, we'll say, because you're mixing around, give me a nature check, because you're mixing around with some flowers.
Alright, nature.
Please.
Oh, nature boy.
If there's anything about these particular flowers that might come up, that might be useful. Well, fuck! Okay, alright. Okay, and I think this is a good sort of sort of thing to end off the session on here for tonight as well. So, Crucy, as you're preparing and doing your thing with it, you run a series of a few tests, things that you know that if this particular plant has this particular property in it, it will react in a particular way. And most of your experiments are coming up with, not too much in the realm of, what this plant can do. It's not very medicinal. It doesn't seem to have any sort of qualities that are useful for dyeing. It doesn't seem to be, nothing there, except one very, very, very soon to be obvious to SQ property.
Oh God, what?
Give me a Constitution saving throw, SQ.
Oh no!
I'm hoping that the line will be able to be delivered with the perfect moment here, but let's see. All right. Yep. Okay. All right. So we needed a 15, by the way. Sorry. So with that, let's see. You suddenly stand up with the natural 20. I'm going to give you both this and your epiphany about this as well. You suddenly stand straight up, and you realize that this particular plant has the ability to cause an advanced stage of paralysis.
Oh my God.
The moment you shout this out, SQ becomes absolutely rigid and falls back, being the ground in an absolute, just seemingly dead-like state. This is very, very familiar. The state you found the little girls in.
Uh-oh.
I think that's a perfect moment right there to end our session for tonight. You basically murdered a child by burying them alive.
Oh no, I hate everything about this. We're such good people.
Well, the good news is at least I can help save SQ with lesser restoration.
Oh my god, I mean, like, guys, this is your chance. Like,
Okay.
you can just drag her around and not have to deal with her for a while.
Nah. That's realizing what happened to you with this dude's lesser restoration on you.
All right. Yes, lesser restoration, in fact, is enough to bring her back to consciousness. But for that brief moment, SQ, it felt like the entire world was going and moving, but you just couldn't interact. And for you, even 3 seconds of that is hell.
Oh, yeah. FQ comes out of that, snaps out of that, and immediately, like, jumps up and just starts, like, wiggling every limb of her body in a very unnatural way, seemingly. But, like, she's like, oh my god. She's having a moment.
And with that, we'll end our session here. Right down that lovely, perfect note.
Who thought our official could